Today, President Trump will honor Charlie Kirk with the Medal of Freedom Award. It's the highest civilian honor.
2 hours ago.
On what would have been Charlie's 32nd birthday.
He died at 31, boys.
What is so important
That's
to
so
our
sad.
country is to find our disagreements respectfully, because when people stop talking, that's when violence happens. You need the diversity ideas, and you need to be able to challenge your viewpoint around a broader theme of freedom. That really is okay to have that sort of discussion.
Standing up against injustice. The most masculine thing you can do is stand up against the injustice and the suffering of others.
The campuses will hold the key to Western civilization. I truly.
You know why? Because campuses have the most young adults. Because they're not children anymore, they're adults. They're at the age where they can sponge in information, and they're old enough to make their own damn decisions. And he's absolutely right that the key to our civilization isn't in middle school or preschool or high school. It's in these colleges where people are trying to get educated. They're going to be police officers. They're going to be EMTs. They're going to be scientists. They're going to be, teachers. They're going to be our future.
I believe that. And I know that I'm going to be fighting with every ounce that I have to save the greatest country ever to exist.
And expected at the White House ceremony alongside Charlie Kirk's wife, Erica, will be Charlie's good friend and his colleague, Tyler Boyer. He is Turning Point's COO, and he joins us now. Tyler, thank you so much for coming on. I'm sorry for your loss.
Thanks for having me, Ainsley. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. You were the COO. You have been for the last 11 years, longest tenured employee of Turning Point.
Damn, she going to let him talk?
USA. Charlie would have been 32 today. You know, his little kids should have been jumping on him in the bed, and Erica bringing him breakfast in bed and having a family day together, but that's not going to happen. It is an important day because it's the day of his birth. It's the day that Charlie Kirk was born.
Come on. You know damn good and well that if that man was still alive, he'd be touring the country. Bro never took a day. He was always touring. 100%.
And his life made such an impact in a short 31 years. Talk about the Charlie Kirk effect.
Not even 31. You realize he probably was only doing that for like 5 or 6 years? That's impressive.
You know, it's been quite the ride since I met Charlie Kirk that many years ago. A young guy who was the most brilliant speaker that I had ever met, could really capture a room within moments and change hearts and minds. And I saw that on a face-to-face basis with every college kid that he had ever met when we were on campus, to every major investor in Turning Point, to the president himself throughout the years. And as we celebrate him today at the White House, those are the stories that we're going to hear. Those are the stories we're going to tell each other.
Yeah, I mean, y'all really grew together as men and helped this organization grow for everyone around the country. Erica will accept the Presidential Medal of Freedom. The president announced shortly after his death that he would be awarding him. Look at this beautiful picture of their family. It's the highest civilian honor. What's your reaction?
Yeah, it's well-deserved. Again,
I think we got to watch much more of this. I think that they should honestly be giving him the Congressional Medal of Honor, because at the end of the day, he stood up there. I mean, the award he's getting is great, but I personally feel like he gave his life for his freedom and to bring forth a generation that will inevitably change the face of America. And as far as I'm concerned, when you put your own life on the line, not just for your family, not just for your fellow countrymen, but for an entire generation that isn't even yours, that says a lot about him as a person. I know there's a lot of hate going around and all this negative shit, but at the end of the day, if you look, it's just like what I was saying about the difference between a Democrat and a Republican now, is that if you look at that foundation, that's rock solid. He doesn't have DEI, racism, packed into that slab. That's a solid foundation for a house. Bro is trying to build a multi-million-dollar mansion. I think he deserves the Congressional Medal of Honor for it. I do. That is absolutely what I think.